Yeah.
Sod this fucking mush.
Oh, shut up. What?
Good day to you. What do you need?
How are we doing with the food?
Who wants to know? One of their lordships?
No, I just wondered if there was anything you're short of.
Oh, I see. The lordling is wondering if we're in urgent need of anything. Well. To tell the truth, we don't have much meat. They bring it round often enough, but never as much as they should.
Yes, I've heard something like that.
I'll say. Every other man's moaning on about it. The gamekeepers are doing all they can, but they can't keep up. So if you know how to help them out, bring it right here. I'll take care of the rest.
Fine, I'll keep that in mind.
Good luck to you.
Do we have any beer?
Christ, I wish we did. Our ale's all gone, and we've drained the local inn dry.
That's bad news.
Don't I know it? You can't go and catch a beer in the woods, either. But if you happen to know about some, let's hear it. News like that'd refresh me almost as much as a drink. And the lads, too. May the Lord watch over you.
I'm glad to see you.
How are the men holding up?
They're a rabble. The out-of-towners are desperate to go home. And the locals, they've got nowhere else to go. So they're just generally complaining.
Are they causing trouble?
No trouble as such. It's true I've caught a few of them asleep on their watch. There's nothing a couple of lashes of the whip can't cure.
Well, there might be a simpler solution.
Whipping a man, simple enough. Just give one of them a beating, the others will remember. And when they forget, do it again.
But then you'd have an injured soldier. It occurred to me a herbal potion might do the trick.
I never heard of any wives' quackery helping troop morale. But Christ knows they could do with something to flush the booze out of them and keep their eyes open.
How goes it, Sir Bernard?
How goes it? We're sitting here under the castle, and all day long there's folks hewing stones. My ears are ringing as if I'd been struck on the head, which is just how I feel.
I felt that way too since the night of the attack.
That went horribly wrong. And even so, we were lucky. Could have gone much worse.
Any chance of some work here, Captain?
That all depends on what you're ready to do, my lad. As I'm sure you've noticed, the roads around here are swarming with brigands. Sir Hanush has declared quite a reward for dealing with them.
So what do you think I should do about them?
We know about one of their encampments. It's to the east of Ratai in an abandoned mine. I don't really mind how you deal with them. Anyway, the leaders generally wear spurs, maybe like they're pretending they're nobility. Who cares? In any case, bring me the spurs, and I'll take it as proof that the deed's done.
Very well. I'll see to it.
Wait. In addition, Sir Hanush has offered a reward for every bandit who's killed. So take a good sharp dagger. You'll get a bit extra for each ear you bring.
Very well. That sounds amusing.
Well, as for amusement, I'd entertain myself by being very careful, lad.
Take care.
Yeah.
How are you, Henry?
Greetings. What do you need?
How do you feel, Sir Divish? How's the shoulder?
I felt better, boy.
I feel awful, truth be told, and my shoulder's paining me.
Let someone tend to the wound and you'll soon be better.
What flesh can be healed, perhaps. But the spirit... Henry, can you do something for me?
What is it you need, sir?
I need a priest as well as a physician. The closest was in Rovna, but I don't know what happened to him. And then there's the one from Uzhitz. What's his name?
Godwin. But why would you need a priest? The wound will heal, especially with the help of one of the monks.
It's not about me. I've got a lot of wounded here that won't see morning, and dead men, and I have to confess my sin. Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nicsak, mi bújt itt elő? Vigyázz! Itt! Légy résen, ott van!
Nem bírod szusszalni!
Istenem, vigyázz ott! Don't be quick,
How are you?
I'm looking for some pitch for Talmberg.
Already? What happened to the last lot we supplied?
I don't know, it doesn't matter. Do you have any, or don't you?
I do. I had a buyer lined up, but it's been a while since he showed his face. What do you need it for?
Talmberg's been taken by a horde of brigands, so we're laying siege to it. We could use some pitch.
Christ blood. I hadn't heard the news. All right, it's all yours. You gave us a hand with that ginger when we needed it, and if it's for Sir Divish, I know my duty. If you want to haul it away yourself, feel free, or I can get someone to deliver it to you.
Thank you. God bless you.
God be with you. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Good health to you, Henry.
God be with you.
Andrew, there's no more beer in Talmberg, and the soldiers are starting to gamble. Can't you send some there?
I could. There's nothing in it for me.
I'll, as usual.
Just as a matter of interest, who do you pay your taxes to?
You're saying I should be paying to Talmberg, to old Sir Divish? When Sir Havel of Waldeck was the master here, I managed to wriggle out of it. Nobody's come collecting since.
Well, right now, there are 3 noblemen camped by Talmberg, one of whom might be very interested to learn about all the tax you owe. I imagine he might want to collect it in the form of beer.
When you put it like that, I have got a few kegs I could send over. I won't leave that to them. They'd only spoil if I kept them longer, and I'd have to throw them away.
Just remember, if you poison them, they'll hang you for it.
Those soldiers would drink it up long before it has time to go off. And what's more, what with all that cabbage being eaten, it wouldn't affect anyone. The shits came courtesy of the beer. I'll have them loaded up right away and taken there. And give their lordships my regards. Tell them I'm sending my best beer as a gift. Why the devil shouldn't I get some goodwill out of this at least?
What do you think about Talmberg being attacked?
What do I think? That as long as decent people can live in peace, I can talk my way out of paying taxes. I don't care who my liege lord is.
Well, this new lord never forgets a man who fails to pay him a single groschen, and the poor probably go straight to the gallows for it.
That's terrible news, especially for us poor folk. I hope you'll drive him out of here so fast he'll shit himself, or hang him from the tallest Talmberg tree.
People usually shit themselves when that happens too.
All to the good. A nice bit of manure and everything blossoms. May the Lord watch over you.
let's talk about the price.
All right, so
One beer for me.
Satisfied?
come now. Just a little more, and we have a deal. Finally, a reasonable sum.
What the hell? Would you have...
Frick,
No problem. I can go to Ratai and buy some for you.
I could send a stable boy for that. I'm talking about game.
Game? But that's near impossible to buy. I'd have to hunt it myself. And that's against the law. Ah.
Of course, I'll pay you well for anything you bring me. Even more if it's something in particular I want. And if you help me out here and there, I'll teach you something useful in return.
That's an...
Good luck to you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Henry!
Yeah!
I need something to keep our soldiers awake. Do you know of anything that might help?
I do know of a concoction to ward off sleep. I can teach you how to make it if you like.
No, I need someone who will do it for me.
I'm sorry, but I'm not a miracle worker. I can only sell you what I have. Take care. I do know...
But I need enough for at least 100 people.
I can't help you with that. You'll have to brew up a bit at a time as it's needed. So, do you want to do it or not?
That'll be very helpful.
God bless.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I need to bring a few kegs of beer back to Talmberg.
I'm sorry about that, but I don't have any to spare.
I can hold out a while with what I have, but I'd be running short myself if it came to that. You'll have to try somewhere else. Good luck to you. Take care now.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
What do you say to this?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost. Finally, a reasonable sum.
What do you have to hear, you?
Spilt.
What's the matter?
Is that all you've got?
I'll slaughter you.
Yeah!
Dead.
Missed.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Keyser?
And what do you want from the old buzzard? Never mind. What do I care? It's the big house in the courtyard by the monastery.
I've come to ask for help.
Again? Such trying times we live in. God is testing us all. So what is it you need?
Their lordships have laid siege to Talmberg, and the brigands have wounded Sir Divish and many other people. I'm to ask if the monastery might send someone to help.
Sadly, I can't assist you. I have many needy folk right here requiring my constant care. I can't just leave them.
And what if I helped you out here? You'd have more free time, and there's a wounded nobleman at Talmberg who needs a proper physician.
Yes, then I'd be willing to go, but not until everything has been put to rights here first.
Very well. Where should I start?
Talk to your hunker. She knows what's needed. May the Lord watch over you.
I've come to...
Again?
I understand. We'll have to manage without you.
May the Lord bless you. Take care now.
God save...
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Keyser?
And what do you want from the old buzzard? Never mind. What do I care? Never mind. What do I care? It's the big house in the courtyard by the monastery. Take care now.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts...
And what do you want from the old buzzard? What? That old fool? The one who spends his time poring over old books instead of at the tavern? He's all locked away at the custodian's house. That's the big place in the courtyard by the monastery. Take care now.
I'm at your service.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad?
And what do you want from the old buzzard? Never mind, what do I care? It's the big house, in the courtyard, by the monastery. Farewell.
can't just walk around in the dark. You have to have a light. It's the law.
How are you, Henry?
Do you happen to know...
But of course. He's staying with our local custodian. That's the big house in the courtyard by the monastery.
Oh, good day to you.
Is this where Conrad Keyser lives?
Indeed. The world-renowned Conrad Keyser.
World-renowned?
If not yet, then soon. Our Master Keyser is a mastermind. You wouldn't believe the things he comes up with. You'll be hearing more of him, you mark my words.
I need to speak to him.
Oh, really? Whatever for?
Tobias Fayfar has sent me. He's asking Master Conrad for help with the siege of Talmberg.
Must be important then. Go in. Well, I don't know how he can help from here. Here's the key.
You look bored.
Beyond tears.
How can you be bored here in Sasau, in such a holy place, filled with knowledge?
Don't even talk to me about it. They won't let you touch the books. They don't want to talk to you. And when I wanted to look at the remains of St. Procopius, at least, they ran me off. Me! Like some kind of thief. What good is the whole blasted monastery if I can't even do that?
Well, they say there's not much left of poor Procopius.
What's that got to do with anything?
I'm not blaming you. It's just that only monks have access to the reliquary in the crypt. Folk were even taking relics away from St. Procopius' cave for protection before. Now no one's allowed in there.
I know. But I'd never dream of doing that. I just wanted to touch them for luck.
Maybe I could help you.
How? You're not planning some mischief, are you?
No, not at all. I was going to bring you something from the cave under the monastery where he spent his time. You can get in there. You could touch it for luck, and then I'd return it.
Oh, now. You'd do that for me?
Of course.
Then I'd be very grateful to you.
Whose house is this?
It's our local custodians. The most esteemed Sir Sebastian, Baron von Berg.
What does the custodian do, anyway?
Well, he's meant to look after the local community and keep the peace.
But
in fact, he seems more interested in robbing everyone blind.
I'm much obliged.
Don't mention it. Farewell.
Doctor. Huh? By the horn of Joshua, you startled me. I thought you were urban. What do you want?
Sir Tobias Fayfar, the master builder and engineer from Skalitz, sends his greetings.
Fayfar? Tobias Fayfar? I've heard of him. He invented an interesting mining machine. What does he need?
Sir, have you heard what's been going on in Talmberg?
I've heard a thing or two. Is it true the castle's been taken?
It has, and we want to take it back. Master Fayfar has been given the task of building a trebuchet, but he's not sure he can manage it.
I doubt it myself. Building siege engines is an entirely different kettle of fish than mining. Damn, I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that can't be done with a quill and parchment, and I can't leave here right now.
Why can't you leave?
That's a long story. I was a little, more than a little, critical of Sigismund's efforts at Nicopolis. And it might surprise you to know, after that defeat, he didn't particularly appreciate my criticism. Then, when Sigismund abducted the king, I didn't feel too secure in Prague, so I left. Perhaps left is the wrong word. Some might say I was banished. In any case, I went to Bettelern Castle.
They locked you up in Bettelern?
Not quite. It's a royal castle. They leave me to my own devices there. Frankly, this so-called banishment has been a bit of a blessing. I have peace and quiet to attend to my opus and a band of able assistants. Although I have lost quite a few of my patrons, thanks to all this unrest.
And why are you here in Sassa?
To be honest, I need the money.
Money, sir? You don't seem like a man who lives in want.
Dear me, no. I don't need it to support myself. It's to fund my opus. That's why I agreed to help with the construction of the monastery. So, you see, I can't simply take my leave.
What is it you're working on, sir?
Belli Fortis. A great book of war machines and weapons. My opus magnum, my legacy. All you have seen here are but snippets of my great work. Mark my words. One day, our whole world will be run by machines and inventions not yet dreamed of.
Of course. Any day now, they'll plough our fields and milk our cattle.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking aloud about things for battle. Could I help you escape, perhaps?
Who says I want to?
But you said you couldn't leave, sir.
Young man, I can't leave because I gave my word I'd help with the building of the monastery here. And my word is my bond. I have no intention of sneaking away like some criminal.
Who do you work for here?
My contract is with the abbot himself, but I discussed the work details with Carol, the monastery's master builder.
Could I not just pay off the master builder for your services?
I doubt it. Carol is only interested in the construction. As long as he has the money to pay the craftsman's wages, that's all he needs.
Ah, as long as he has enough for wages, you say?
Yes. What are you thinking?
Couldn't Carol be persuaded somehow? After all, the defence of the province is at stake.
I realize that, but Sassar Monastery has always kept its neutrality. What's more, the abbot isn't here at present, and without his permission, Carol won't be persuaded. But I might have another idea.
What do you suggest?
Carol received his commission in writing. If you found it, we could, we could copy the abbot's seal and signature on our own document.
That's a curiously interesting idea.
My inventiveness has many applications. I could be back here before the abbot, so he won't even know I was gone.
How do I get my hands on the commission?
It will be somewhere in his quarters. You'll need to get it quickly and put it back before he notices it's gone. I suggest waiting until evening. That's when Carol usually goes to the tavern to play dice. He's fond of his dice. Maybe you can take advantage of that somehow.
Right. I'll see what I can do. You really can't come with me right away?
Damn. I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that can't be done with a quill and parchment, and
I'll try and find some way of getting you out of here.
Look here, I don't want any trouble. You better talk to Corral, the master builder.
God save you, Henry.
I
hope I can be of help to you, knight.
I need some help from Master Conrad.
Then go and talk to him.
The thing is, he's already agreed, but he'd have to go to Talmberg.
I can't consent to that. He signed a contract for building the monastery, and we pay him a pile of coin for every day he spends here.
But the conquest of Talmberg is more important for the province.
From what I hear, it's awfully important first and foremost for your lord. Sassau's always been neutral. Anyway, I take my orders directly from the abbot.
Conrad would only have to leave for a few days. Surely you can manage without him for a short while.
We might, if he didn't get himself killed there. I've given my answer. No. He stays here until the abbot says otherwise, and the abbot isn't here at the moment.
Supposing I compensated you for his brief absence, perhaps with some coin?
What use would coin be to me if the monastery roof collapses? Then I'd be the one having to pay compensation.
Thank you for your invaluable assistance.
You're welcome.
May God reward you in kind.
Take care now.
God save you, Henry.
Welcome, Henry.
God bless you. What troubles you?
I've got that commission.
Not so loud, for heaven's sake. Show it here. The very thing. Go to the Sasau scribe and say to him the fox isn't half as clever as he thinks. Then he'll do as you ask.
Is that a password?
Just so. He insists on it. Don't forget to repeat it verbatim and aloud. Then all you have to do is take the new document to Carol and tell him a messenger brought it.
All right.
But most importantly, do it quickly and put the commission back immediately. Carol's no fool. If he can't find it, he'll put 2 and 2 together when you bring him the new document, and the game will be up.
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an...
I have a message for you.
Hmm?
The fox is cleverer than the ferret.
What?
The password about the fox?
What in heaven's name are you blabbering about?
Conrad Keyser sent me.
Why the hell didn't you say so?
That sod. He deliberately lied to me to make me look stupid.
Well, never mind. What do you want?
I've got this document here, and I need to have a different one drawn up with the same signature and seal.
So Conrad is still up to his old tricks. Give him my greetings. Let's see it then. All right. Give me an hour. And I hope I won't have problems on your account. God be with you.
Is it done?
Here you are. And pass on my best to the old dragon. God be with you.
Yeah.
God save you, Henry! I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
A messenger brought a dispatch for you.
To the hand of... charge... to give assistance... Permission to leave Sasau? How very convenient for you.
The hand of fate.
We'll see what fate brings. I have an authorization letter of my own from the abbot, and if your letter of patent is fake, you'll be in trouble. Come with me. Good luck to you. It goes against the grain, but the seal and signature are genuine.
So Conrad may leave?
He can. The letter of patent is genuine, and when the abbot commands...
Wonderful. I'll tell him.
Take care now.
Welcome, Henry.
They're after me! Sweet Jesus, I knew this day would come!
What? Who is... Carol said you can leave and...
Leave? I can't even set foot outside the door! Not now!
Please, calm down and tell me what's going on.
They're after me!
Who? Who's after you?
Sigismund's people, of course!
Why would they be after you?
Because he's never forgiven my criticisms of Nicopolis. Now he's decided to pay me back. What am I to do?
What makes you think someone's after you?
When I was on my way to Sasau, I saw Baron Pekar in Kostolitz. He was with Sigismund on the crusade, as was I. Now I've been told he was seen at the local tavern. And a stranger's been creeping around the gardens here late at night. My God, there are signs someone was trying to force the door. They're after me, Henry. The Lord preserve me. They want to kill me.
Take it easy. If someone's after you, I'll see to it. I'll have a sniff around the town or lie in wait for him.
I don't know. What if he sneaks past you?
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the garden, and if anyone starts creeping around after dark, I'll catch him.
You will, won't you? Good, good. And be sure to hide well. If he sees you, he won't come.
Good day, Henry.
Hey.
Well, welcome, Henry. What are you playing at with that weapon?
Nothing. I'm not doing anything here. And I'm certainly not taking anything from the side. Nor anything from the church. No. I'm actually here by mistake. Huh. I know you.
What?
Of course. My dream.
Do you know anything about a Master Paykar?
Certainly. They say he's come to do some trading. At least that's what Peter reckoned. Says he diced with him at the inn.
Hey!
Good day, Henry. Hey, Henry's come to see us. Welcome, Henry.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I hope I can be a help to you, Knight.
Do you know anything about a Master Paykar?
That nobleman that showed up recently, they say he's staying at the local inn. May the Lord watch over you.
Are you serious?
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Would you be Master Paykar?
I would. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Henry, of Skalitz.
And what do you want from me, Henry of Skalitz?
To ask why you've come to Sasau.
An interrogation, then, I see. On business, of course.
And who is it you're doing business with?
Why don't you ask me about my mistresses instead? My trade partners are my own private concern.
Stay away from Master Keyser.
Keyser? Conrad Keyser? Why should I want anything to do with him?
So he doesn't need to worry about you?
Worry? Good Lord, no. Why? We were friends.
Right, that'll be everything.
As the master instructs. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
God save you, Henry.
What are you up to?
What, me? I'm hunting.
Hunting? Here, at this hour?
Shit. Please don't tell anyone. Sometimes I come here at night to collect a few things I can sell. Nothing of value to the monastery, of course. A bone, a splinter, a weed. Folk buy those things.
You're not after Master Conrad?
Master Conrad? Why would I? Have you seen me trying to get to him?
God's teeth! I'm looking for someone else and you're getting under my feet.
Well, after all the noise we've made, you might as well give it up for tonight.
Thanks a lot. I'll try again tomorrow, and don't let me catch you here again.
God be with you, Henry. God save you, Henry.
Halt! What are you doing here?
Quiet, for God's sake. You'll wake the whole monastery.
Silence! For God's sake, I caught you in the middle of an assassination attempt.
Assassination? What are you on about?
You told me to my face you were here purely for business, that Master Keezer had no reason to fear you, and then I catch you sneaking up to his door.
Keezer? He's living here in the monastery?
Well, yes. Right here in this house. What's your business here?
It's all a terrible mistake. I've a long-standing arrangement with the custodian here, Sir Sebastian von Berg. I supply him with salt and spices. And I've come to realise how he's been cheating me repeatedly. The dispute's been running for a while and still has legs. So I wanted my money back, that's all. I've no quarrel with Conrad.
All right. I suppose I'll have to take your word for it. But stop creeping around here at night and trying to break into the house. Conrad is scared half to death and I need him in his right mind.
Very well. That does sound like Conrad. I'll think up some other plan. Sure. Farewell.
Well, did you find anyone?
Good day, Henry.
I did.
And?
You needn't fear. I kept watch the whole night and nothing happened. A few folk passed by, but nobody dangerous.
And what about Pekar? Are you saying he has no malicious intentions?
None. He's just doing some trade with the custodian. That's what brought him to where you were.
Well, if you're sure, but I'd still rather lie low for a while.
Come to Talmberg. You'll be surrounded by a whole garrison there.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that does make sense. Thank you, Henry. I'm in your debt. We'll meet at Talmberg. Are you serious?